Hey everyone, this is Michael Davis, and I'm here to share with you a resource that I found. It is a Chrome extension called Cite This For Me. If you're not familiar with Chrome extensions, they're just like apps for those folks who use Chrome as a web browser. I highly suggest you use Chrome if you use Google Drive or Google Classroom. It just kind of streamlines the process. I selected this particular resource because teaching students how to cite things correctly in MLA format and also how to build a works cited or a bibliography. I hate teaching those lessons. I've done it for years, but I really dislike the amount of time it takes to explain to students, oh, put your works cited in alphabetical order, and this is the information you're looking for, so on and so forth. I feel like it's a waste of educational time that could be better spent doing something else. So that being said, this resource is useful to show you how to allow students to make correctly formatted works cited pages without having to spend all of the time that it takes to show them how to do it correctly. It just streamlines the process. My purpose was to make it so students could build a correctly formatted works cited page and have more time in my class to focus on things that I actually enjoy teaching. It's important they know how to do it, but at the same time, I don't feel like it should take the 2 to 3 days it often takes and the review lessons it often takes as well. My intended audience is going to be the students in my class, but also my coworkers, because I feel like this is something that we could use all across in every one of our subjects that would be helpful, so that way we don't have to waste educational time on this. The 2 ISTE standards that were covered, 2A is going to be covered because this allows students to use a digital tool that shrinks the amount of time spent on instruction for the lame stuff like how to build a works cited, so we can focus on the more engaging or relevant material, but also 3A is met because as a staff, we know how to make bibliographies already. It's a skill we possess, but this is going to help us innovate a new way of doing it. It's going to help streamline that process. So here's how you do this. First thing you're going to need to do is I would just Google Cite This For Me Chrome extension. And then you're going to add it to your Chrome. You have to be using Chrome, obviously, but once you're using Chrome as a web browser, you add it. I've already added it, so I can't add it again. You'll click that button and it'll add it. And you should get this little blue guy up here, so you can see he's right here. Now, if you're at a website that you want to cite, let's say for some reason you wanted to cite my school homepage, you're doing a research project. You click Cite This For Me, and then you pick the format you want it to be in. So if you're doing an APA citation, you click that, Chicago, Harvard. I teach MLA, so MLA's here. You have a few options now. If you're going to have students keep a running list of all the sources they visited, you can go to Add to Bibliography. So if I go to Add to Bibliography and give it a second to load, then Cite This For Me is going to ask, okay, it doesn't look like it found the author's first and last name because that's not listed on my website. So I'll put Bill. And then you can see it's got the other information here, the access date, all that. I'm going to click Add Reference. And boom, this reference is now on my works cited as well as one of the ones I did as a practice before this video. And as I'm visiting websites for my research project, I'm just adding them using Cite This For Me. Then in the end, there's a premium version, which I didn't pay for, and I don't suggest you either, that allows you to download it to Word so you don't have to do any of the copying and pasting. So if you want to pay for the premium version, it's there. But what I do is I just click copy and paste. So now I can highlight this resource, boom, and then I could go to a Google Doc where maybe I'm writing an essay, so I'll just make one really quick. Boop, 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 whoop, bam. Okay. And then I can just paste the citation, the bibliography, right to my Google Doc, okay? Hang on, that didn't look like it pasted correctly. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to go back to, I've got a million of these things open. I'm going to go back to here. And I'm just going to highlight the part. I don't want the part that says references. That's not the way I like my works cited done. So that's why I'm fixing that. So now I'll go back here. And I'm going to repaste it so that way it looks the way it's supposed to. Oh, look, it's still putting references. I don't know why it's got that title in there. That's not how I do it. But look, it's got the 2 sources that were visited. We've got Bill as the author, 4 teachers, blah, 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 blah. And then we've got this next one, Bill, home, da, 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 da. The only thing that I would still have to teach my students how to do, they'd have to create the title where they center it in the middle, make sure it's 12-point font. But these are easy things to teach. Work, Cite. Okay? And now they've got their bibliography pretty much built for them. As always, if you want to ask how to use this resource or if the video was confusing, you can email me at midavis@lusd.net, or you can post in the Google Plus assignment, and I will get back to you if it was confusing or if this video didn't make sense. All right, thank you.